Hey guys, welcome back to Maelstrom Gaming Studios. I'm Craig, and today we have a different kind of video today. Today I'm doing a message to GW. This is in regards to their recent IP crackdown when it comes to specifically fan animations here on the YouTube space. I think that all channels, small like ours, and large like some of the huge ones up there in the 1,000+ subscribers or higher, should be making a video like this if they disagree with GW's crackdown on IP recently. I think GW needs to protect their IP. However, I believe GW has gone one step too far in attacking people who have used their IP for, the good of the community. The YouTube community is one of the things that can drive all of us in the Warhammer 40k community together. It's people who are creating all of these fan animations, some of just the fun quick videos, the more serious, time-consuming, in-depth, really good videos like Astartes, for the big example most people know. And it's something that gives them more exposure. I have got people who love watching Astartes or who love watching these fan animations, but really they don't have, they don't want to play the hobby. They love the narrative, the story, that sort of stuff in Warhammer 40k, and love to see these animations. By getting rid of people who are creating these fan animations for you, you are in a way destroying your outreach to your hobby, to your product. GW, I see GW wanting to compete with the biggest of big dogs in terms of content, IP, product. I see them as trying to be someone who's going up against Disney. And I know Disney is leagues above GW because Disney just buys everything out that can make them a little bit of cash. But GW is working from their ground up, same way Disney did a long time ago, and they want to be a big player. I understand that. They want to grow, and they have, especially since 8th edition 40k has hit the scene, they have skyrocketed. So I understand where they're coming from, where they need to protect their IP. If you look at Disney for an example, they don't target somebody for creating a animation of Star Wars, now Lucasfilms, but they bought it. Or they won't target somebody for creating some little, sketch of some Marvel characters and things like that. They let those flourish because they see that it gets people tied in to their community, their IP, and it draws people in who really wouldn't have maybe been drawn in otherwise. Now, I know Star Wars is an example that has been flushed out to the point of, maybe toned down a little bit. But again, it's the idea that they have their own, or they have the community making videos about Star Wars or about Marvel, about all of this stuff, just is a chance for them to draw in new people who might not have been drawn in to begin with. GW needs to keep doing that themselves, and if they cut that off, not only are they upsetting the truest of their community, which is going to in turn really impact them, I think, in the long run, but they're going to start cutting out their outreach, their growth for more. If you want to be a big player, you need to have people coming in who wouldn't just be here for the models or the hobby. They are a game company. They're a model company, I should say. If you want someone to buy one of those models, they need a reason to buy it besides it just looks cool. A model looks cool, saying, oh, that looks cool, I want to buy that and paint it. That only works for a certain amount of people. If someone really wants to get tied in, they need maybe some story about that. Why is this cool? Why should they buy this and paint it? I got a model tank that I've painted up and everything. I didn't just buy it because the model tank looks cool. I love the story behind it. I love the why it was used, what it was used for, the dynamic, something I would have only learned had I, seen stuff on YouTube. Again, it's not the best comparison, but it is something. Again, this is a little bit rambly. I think GW's gone the wrong way. I'm not saying I'm going to go out and boycott them. However, if I look at my backlog of projects that need to be done, there is a lot I could do without buying from GW for a while. We're still making videos. Don't worry. We're still going to make videos. We love our Tyranids. We love our 40K. We are still going to create content. I'm still going to support my local game stores. If I do want to buy any GW models, definitely go to them first, as you probably should to begin with anyway. But one more thing I want to cut in is that they are creating Warhammer Plus, which at first when I saw it, I was like, I don't know about it. Then when they showed what's in it, I'm like, yes, this is going to be great. Now I'm thinking, okay, if Warhammer Plus is what we get as a cost of losing everything on YouTube, I don't want to be a part of that. So I'm not going to be subscribing to Warhammer Plus because of what they're doing to the rest of the community. If they kept it open and, had some on YouTube, some for the Warhammer Plus, awesome. I'm all for that. But I don't want to be a part of something that is destroying all of these YouTubers, people who've dedicated their careers or part-time to creating these animations. I think, lastly, on the Warhammer Plus thing, it doesn't make sense money-wise. I'd say I have some knowledge about, finance and business, and I like to take that sort of as a side hobby of mine in terms of money management, things like that. To me, it doesn't make sense to create a strictly paywall-driven service to a niche market. I'm going to call Warhammer is huge now, but I'm calling it still a niche market. It's not like Netflix or Hulu where, on there you've got separate shows, but a strictly Warhammer Plus driven, you're not going to grow that community nearly as fast as you kept some open and then put them on Plus channel as well. What you could do for all these fan animations is maybe make an agreement with them saying, hey, I'm going to let you make your videos, use our IP, but you must put in something about Warhammer Plus to find more animations, more about it, something they have to go in and, dig into Warhammer Plus. You need something out there. You need something on the other services like Netflix and Hulu and YouTube, and they can't get on Disney Plus, but things like that. You need places where non-fans are going to see it, are going to be intrigued by it, and want to become a part of it and maybe go to Warhammer. I've got a guy. That's it. I understand GW's position about needing to protect their IP. It seems like they've gone too far. Now, could they go after people making battle reports in the future or things like what we're doing? I don't think so. I think fan animations is a different level than everything else there on YouTube. So I wouldn't, I'm not worried about it. You could argue that making a narrative campaign with a lot of cool cinematic stuff in it could borderline that. Anyway, I'm not worried about it in terms of our channel. We're going to still keep pushing and growing, but we want GW to change this because, in the bottom line, it hurts all of us. If GW does something dumb to hurt their overall hobby, then that's going to hurt us too, because we are all about getting new people to join here, especially Tyranid players. That's why almost all of our videos are taken from a very beginner-friendly perspective. Is Tyranids, there's a lot to Tyranids, there's a lot to 40K. If we can do something to break it down for people to learn and get into the hobby and join the hive mind or whatever faction you want, awesome. That's our goal here, to create a community. And if GW does stuff to hurt our chances of growing a community, well, we'd like to put our 2 cents into why they should probably look at fixing that. I'll leave it there. I just wanted to put this video out. We've got some more videos coming down the stream, but in the short term, this is going to be the video for today. Let us know in the comments, What do you guys think about this IP? Let's try to be, more so civil about this. I understand that some people, there's a lot of, anger towards GW in this way, and some people are like, well, yeah, I understand. If you're gonna do any protesting or boycotting, just keep the lower level GW staff out of this. They're not the ones calling the shots. It's the top 5 or whatever at GW, and they've got a lawyers team, so they have reasoning behind it, but they're the ones that we should be upset at, not the guys on Warhammer Community, not your Games Workshop local store staff members. They're not the ones calling these shots. They're probably just as mad about it as we are. At least a lot of them are, or they're upset, I should say. Maybe one thing you can do, it sounds old-fashioned, it sounds dumb, write a letter, write an email, send it to GW expressing your opinion. Again, keep it civil, and let's leave it from there. Hopefully in the next coming weeks or months, GW decides we need to turn it back around a little bit. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you next time here at Maelstrom Gaming Studios.